Hi, I am Jackie Little and I care for my daughter Zoe Little, and I've been a carer for almost 21 years. So my daily tasks is quite a lot. My daughter is very complex medically. She's intellectually fine, but she's on to her 56th operation next Wednesday. So she's really medically a lot of work, as in every minute of the day. I don't really get a break because I'm always thinking of what I have to get ready, even for the carers coming in the morning. They give me a hand to get Zoe up. Just from last week, I'm getting help at night time now because I'm finding she's getting bigger, and just with the whole pandemic, it's been quite stressful because we've had to let a lot of carers not come into the house because she's got chronic lung disease. So she's quite, she's got spina bifida and hydrocephalus, Chiari malfunction, she's double incontinent, she's on a lot of medication. So my caring role is 24/7. She's up quite a lot during the night because she's in a wheelchair. She's got no feeling from her waist down, so she doesn't walk. But she keeps me going because she's intellectually a 21-year-old on the Blue Wicked at the weekend. Yeah, so, well, 21 years ago I worked as a full-time in Kilpatrick School for special needs, so I didn't actually know that I was having a disabled child when I was working. So she was born at 8 weeks early, so it was a bit, yeah. So I only went back to my work for the first couple of months because she was the first in West Dunbartonshire with a tracheostomy, and she had 6 operations before she was 3 months old. So I had to learn everything to get her out. She was in hospital for a whole year. So I really do miss my work. I really do. And I always think that I could go back, but I think as she's getting older, things are getting worse with her because she's got sleep apnea, she's got chronic lung disease, she's got a lot of problems. So financially, my husband works, and I do think that the Zoe's PIP money helps. I must say now, if I didn't get that, I would probably have to go out and work. But yeah, financially, I think we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We don't really socialise or drink or go out and that. It's mostly holidays we like to get a break. My physical has impacted in my life, my physical, because I've had a couple of operations in my hand. My knee's away. I'm waiting an operation on my knee. My foot is away. I think it's all to do with caring for Zoe. Just the impact and her getting bigger and heavier, and doing a lot of the stuff myself, personal care, because I don't want her dad doing it. I feel as if now it's something that I want to keep her dignity. So I probably struggle along that bit. But the carers are in now, give me a hand, so that's a bit better now. I was more depressed at the beginning, I think, now, and anxiety and depression. And I think because Zoe had so many operations when she was so young, and the fact that she was in hospital for a whole year, and I had other family. My daughter was 16, my son was 13, and my other daughter was just starting school. So I think it was a lot of guilt leaving them and having to go choice between going up to see Zoe in the hospital and family life. So, but as the years have got on, I've ended up come off all the depression tablets and just try to do one day at a time. And sometimes it does get really hard, and probably that's where the carer centre comes into it, because I rely on them a lot for just to talk to somebody. So yeah, we're one day at a time. Yeah, I think round about Zoe was probably 5 years old when because I worked in Kilpatrick School, I sort of knew a lot of now getting a social work early. But I remember we came to the carer centre. We were meeting in Drumchapel as a parents group, and they decided that they wanted us to move out, and there were 20 of us. So I came down to the carer centre and asked them, are there any chance that we could get a room? Just for a couple of months till we find somewhere, because we felt as if now the carer centre in Drumchapel it was more like the clinic, wanted us out to make room for new parents, but we felt as if our children were just starting school, that we needed to be together and supportive. And some of the parents came from Glasgow and some from West Dunbartonshire. So the carer centre helped us out for a few months. We got a room and they put on tea and coffee for us, and we stayed there I think about 9 months till we got another place to go and meet. So that's where the carer centre probably started for me, and then shortly after that it was coming down for massages, coming to a lot of their groups that they had. So yeah, that was 15 years ago. Yeah, the carer centre, I think it was round about Zoe was 5. I'm sure I just passed and I seen carer centre outside and I thought, what was that? And I went in because I automatically thought a carer was like looking after older people, me looking after my mum and my dad. I didn't realise that a carer could be like a mother looking after her children. So when Zoe was 5, we came in and asked, and that's how we got on to saying that the carer, the sort of the wee group we had, the parents, we called it a parents group, and we all had children with disabilities. And when I explained that to the carer centre, they said that they would help us out. So that's how it started. So yes, we're West Dunbartonshire Carers made a big into my life. Is I remember when the ash cloud came and the social work just phoned us in the morning to say now our holiday got cancelled, and what she said was your holiday's cancelled, so your respite is cancelled. And I thought, are you kidding me on? I was like, so I phoned here right away and I was absolutely crying, and I just felt as if, I think because we only get respite twice a year for 9 days at a time when 6 months is up, and just because of that they had to cancel all the holidays, she was more or less saying we're not going to get another 9 days, and I just felt as if, how can I go on? How can I go on knowing we're all packed and ready to go? Zoe's going to respite, so she didn't go to respite, but social work was saying that that's you've missed the respite, you've missed your holiday. And I thought, I can't cope with that. So I came along here, and I remember it was probably the first time that I've actually came in and spoke to somebody, and I was absolutely crying my eyes out just thinking that I can't go on for another 6 months. And it was 4:30 on a Friday, and I just said, I need to come and speak to you. And I just got a lot off my chest, and the lady was really good at saying that she'll help us through it, and she'll phone social work, and we ended up that we could postpone our holiday to the next month. Respite was still, but I think if the carer centre never get involved in it with my situation, I don't think that I would have got respite. And I think that's the difference between that I like about the carer centre, is that they're not with the social work and they're not with, so they're a bit independent, so they can sort of say, now I'll help you with this, I'm not guaranteeing it, but we might help, but we'll do this and we'll do that. And the Zoe needs oxygen on a plane, and it's £300, so we take her abroad every year. So I was saying to carer centre, I feel as if everything's come out our spending money. We're having to pay much more for a cruise because you need a disabled cabin. We need much more insurance because she's disabled. We've got to pay that out our spending money, and now they're asking for £300 for oxygen. So I came down here and they went through all the charities, and I think we got it 3 years in a row. So I felt as if that was great, because that would have been £300 out of spending money, and then the insurance was £300, and then the extra cabin. So you're more money. So the carer centre helped me with that. Just probably the other thing was the massages were great. I'm not really one for relaxing. I'm not one for, even in the house, I've got to be doing something, but just their home massage just for once a month was absolutely, I really look forward to it. And I think because of all the aches and pains I had, now with my back with Zoe being getting into her adults and she was getting much heavier, much bigger, just looking forward to that massage was great. And I'd done a few other days down when we went down to the hotel just after Christmas, and we had our Christmas dinner, and it was like a carer's day, and everybody was up speaking about what was happening. So I felt as if we went away in a bus, and we were with all carers that were all going through the same, old, young, whatever, and we had a great day. The bus brought us back, and that was something that I really look forward to. I stopped going to the massages and I stopped going to the meal because I felt as if that I need to get somebody else a chance because there's only so many, do you know, but honestly and truly it would be the first place that I did phone them away at the beginning of the pandemic, just because of masks. I didn't know about the carers wearing masks, not wearing masks, and I felt as if that they gave us really good ideas about what to do and how to keep Zoe safe. So they've helped me even this year. So I can leave them for a couple of years and come back, but they're always here. Yeah, if somebody out there needs help, and it doesn't matter if you're young or old, now the West Dunbartonshire Carer Centre is always here and their doors are always opened, and they've got a lot of phone lines now and online, which is really, really good. So don't ever think that you're too young or too old to be a carer, because you're not. I honestly think that the last 15 years this Carer Centre has been absolutely fantastic to me. And I'll be going to them for another 15 years and another 15 years to have become an old carer. So yeah, I'd just like to say thanks very much for Clydebank Carers Centre.